Hello and welcome to Solar Plexus Chakra Yoga. I'm Trinity Wave. The solar plexus chakra is one of the energy centers of the body. One could think of this as just below the front of the rib cage. This energy center is connected to the diaphragm, the lungs, the core, and the back muscles. And I believe this energy center is connected to the air element. This yoga class includes breathing practices or pranayama practices, yoga postures, core strengthening, and a short relaxation pose towards the end. For today's yoga class, I suggest bringing a yoga mat, a pillow to sit on, 2 yoga blocks or books, a strap or a scarf, and some tissue. So when you're ready, please join me seated on your mat. So let's get started with our first pranayama practice by finding the location for the solar plexus. And with your hand, you can locate your sternum. And the sternum is here. The bottom of the sternum is where the rib cage ends. And go about an inch or two down. And just notice the breath here. Feeling the expansion and contraction of the breath. And then begin to bring both hands around the rib cage of this area. Stay here and breathe. Feeling the expansion and contraction. I invite one to bring the hands out in front of the solar plexus, about a foot apart, fingertips out wide. And on an inhale, begin to expand the hands out wider. And on an exhale, contract, bringing the hands closer together. Continuing like this. And here, begin to imagine there's an energy ball of light in between the hands, expanding on the inhale and contracting on the exhale. And if you like, you can visualize this now within the body, within that solar plexus area, illuminating inside the body, helping one feel connected to their personal power and confidence. And now beginning to contract this energy down a little bit more, making the energy ball smaller and smaller within the body. And then releasing the hands back down to the knees. Our next pranayama practice is called breath of fire. And this is not suggested if one is feeling lightheaded or has shortness of breath or is pregnant. So if you're in any of those cases, feel free to return to that chi ball. And for this exercise, I will explain it and then demonstrate. And then if you don't have any of the contraindications, you can join me. So breath of fire is quick, strong exhalations through the nose. And the focus is on the exhalation, and the inhale will come naturally. So for this practice, it's inhaling up to 2/3 full, exhaling through the nose for 20 rounds, inhaling again 2/3 full, and then returning to a normal breath. So I'll demonstrate here. And this is why I suggest having a tissue handy, because these short, quick exhalations, you might want to use it before or after to blow your nose. So once again, if you have those contraindications, please return back to that chi ball. And if not, feel free to join me for 20 rounds of breath of fire. And we'll inhale to 2/3 full, and then breath of fire. Inhale 2/3 full, hold, and release. Exhale, returning to a normal breath here. So here I invite one to just notice how you feel. And if you feel like you have shortness of breath or lightheaded, feel free to return back to that chi ball. And if you feel vibrant, feel free to join me for another round of Breath of Fire. And once again, inhaling to 2/3 full. Breath of fire. Inhale 2/3 full. Hold. And release. Exhale. Returning to a natural breath here. And that was our pranayama practices. And before we transition into our yoga postures, I want to mention that I'll be mirroring poses during this class. So feel free to listen to what I'm saying and take the direction of what I'm saying. And if you look at the poses that I'm doing, just think of looking into a mirror. So if you're ready, let's begin to make our way to tabletop. And from here, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, lengthening through the spine. And from here, let's bring the right foot forward for low lunge. Tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee up, step or hop forward, fold. And then rounding all the way back up to mountain. Strong mountain pose here. Feeling the feet connect to the earth. Lifting the spine up tall. The next move is a standing twist, and I'll demonstrate here. So I invite us to do this together, standing up nice and tall, feet slightly closer than hips distance, interlacing the fingers behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, lifting one knee, twisting to that side. Inhale to center, and switch. Going for 10 times here. Great job. Release the hands, return to the front of the mat. And here I suggest bringing the blocks to both sides of the mat. And then bending the knees slightly forward, fold. Bringing the hands down to the blocks. Bringing the left foot back for a low lunge. Hands come to the front knee. And you can either stay here and breathe, or interlacing the fingers behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, twisting towards the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Bringing the hands back down. And from here, bringing that knee back and down, coming to a knee down plank. And then lowering knees, chest, chin. Sliding through for baby cobra. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to lower the forehead down. Tops of the toes are on the ground. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift the chest. Try to lift the knees off the ground if you can. Exhale to lower the forehead down. And then coming through tabletop. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Keeping a slight bend in the knees, slight bend in the elbows. Pressing through all 10 fingers here. And breathe. This time bringing the left foot up in between the hands. Back knee comes down. Bringing the hands up to the knee. Doing that low lunge twist on this side. So interlacing the fingers behind the head, inhale. Exhale, twist towards the left. Bringing the hands down to the blocks. Tucking the back toes, lift or hop, step forward fold. Rounding all the way back up to mountain. Stay here and breathe. And you can watch for the next move here. So there's 3 levels for this. Level 1, level 2, and level 3. So I'll go over them together. So level 1, feet parallel. Sitting the hips back, hands come up, chair pose. Staying here and breathing. Or level 2, bringing the hands at prayer, bending into the knees, and twisting towards the right. Coming back to center and twisting towards the right. Continuing like that. Or level 3 is feet together, bending down, elbow to opposite knee, lift for revolved prayer twist. So find your variation today and breathe. And then bringing the left foot back for revolved high lunge. And if you're in level 1 or level 2, just bring that left foot back for high lunge. Options here are to lift the arms for high lunge, or extend and twisting towards the right. Inhale to center. Twisting towards the right. Inhale to center. Twisting towards the right. And if you're in level 3, come back to high lunge. Bringing the blocks to both sides of the body. We'll bring the hands down to the blocks, transitioning into pyramid pose. So lifting the back foot up about a foot. And you might want to bring the blocks on higher levels here. Keeping a slight bend in the knees. Pressing down into the feet. Lengthening through the spine. Engage the core. And from here, bending into the front knee, release the blocks. Knee, hands come down, coming to plank pose. Tucking the elbows in, lower down. Into cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower down. Cobra or up dog. Pressing back to tabletop. And here you can watch for the next demo. So the next move is a 3-legged dog. It's like a down dog alternating extension. So let's bring the hands 1 hand length out in front, tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. From here, bringing the feet together. On an inhale, lift the left leg up and back. And lower back down, exhale. Switching sides, inhale to extend. Exhale to lower. Try to keep the hips square, keep going. Going for 5 on each side. Trying to lengthen through the legs. One more each side. Great job. Here, step or walk forward fold. Rounding all the way back to mountain pose. Stay here and breathe. Now we're going for the same sequence on the other side, and try to go for the same move that you did on the one side for the chair pose. And if you need to change it up and do a different level, that's okay. So let's go through this together. Feet parallel, first level, level 1, chair pose. Hands to prayer, level 2. Chair twist, twisting towards the left. And level 3, feet together. Sitting back to chair, opposite elbow, opposite knee, twisting towards the left. And if you're in level 3, you can bring the right foot back for revolved high lunge. And if you're in level 1 or level 2, bring the right foot back for high lunge. Arms overhead. And exhale, twisting towards the left. Inhale to center. Twisting towards the left. Inhale to center. Twisting towards the left. Inhale to center. And wherever you are, bringing your blocks to both sides of the body. Setting up for pyramid on this side. Stepping the back foot up about a foot. And you can bring the blocks to a higher level here, keeping a slight bend in the knees. Pressing the feet into the earth here. Lengthening through the spine. Engage the core. And from here, bending into the front knee, release the blocks. Bringing both hands down to frame the foot, and coming to plank pose. Coming to knees, chest, chin. And coming through for up dog or cobra. Down dog. Stepping or walking forward fold. Rounding all the way up back to mountain and breathe. And here I'll turn to the front of the mat to show you the next move. This is a figure 8 wrist stretch. So bringing the hands out in front. And infinity symbols here, or figure 8s. Rotating, relaxing the wrists, loosening it up. Great job, and you can watch for the next sequence. So from mountain pose to the front of the mat, bring the right foot back, parallel to the back of the mat, and see that the back arch is in line with the front heel. Bending the front knee up to 90 degrees, lifting the arms up. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, bending into that front knee, warrior 2. Inhale to lift and straighten. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, warrior 2. From here, reach forward, back arm comes to the low back. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Bending into that front elbow, reaching forward, peaceful warrior. Keep going. From here, elbow to knee, extended side angle. And then windmill the hands down to frame the foot. Bringing the back knee down, coming to tabletop here. Stay here and breathe. And here you can watch from the demo for the next move. This is a three-legged dog with curling elbow to knee, alternating. So let's do this together now. So bringing the hands one hand length out in front, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, down dog. Bringing the feet together, lifting one leg up and back, and then the other. And you can either stay here, or you can bend into one knee, curling it into the same elbow, extend, lower the leg, switching sides. So lift, curl, extend, lower. Other side. Lift, curl elbow to knee, extend, and lower. Keep breathing. One more time. Great job. Take a breath. And then step the left foot forward. Back foot comes parallel to the back of the mat. Warrior two. Hands come to the hips, pivoting the front foot forward. Great job. And then we'll bring the hands to the hips. So here we're in a wide angle looking forward. Doing side lunges here, so bending into one knee and then the other, alternating. Engage the core. Bending down a little bit lower here. Great job coming back to center. So now we're in a wide angle pose, and we can do that same warrior sequence on the other side. So pivoting the right foot forward, making sure that it's in line with the back heel, bending into that knee up to 90 degrees. Bringing the arms up for warrior two here. Inhale to lift and straighten. Exhale, bend, warrior two. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, warrior two. From here, reaching forward, back arm comes to the low back. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Bending the elbow, reaching forward, peaceful warrior. One more time like this. And then elbow to knee, extended side angle. Lifting the back heel up to lunge. Step or hop the back foot forward. Forward fold. Stay here and breathe. And then rounding back up to stand. And once again, coming to the wide angle of the mat here. And coming back to those wrist stretches. Figure eights with the wrist. This time we're going to come to a wide angle forward fold. So reaching the chest down. Stay here and breathe. So here, bringing both hands to one foot and breathe. And switching sides. Keep breathing. Bringing the hands down to frame one foot to come down to mermaid pose here. To watch for the next move. Legs up, spiraling the sky here. So here I invite us to do this together, bringing the feet up towards the sky, extending the legs. And here begin to draw a little circle on the sky and begin to spiral this circle out slightly and then back towards the center, towards the center. Doing this 3 times. Keep breathing. So we're not going too big here, just getting a nice little warm up for our core strength. Spiraling out and spiraling back in. Great job. Hug the knees into the chest to watch for the next move here. So this next move is a 2-part move. So we'll start with bringing opposite hand to opposite ankle for 8. So bringing the legs up to the sky, opposite hand to opposite ankle, alternating for 8. And then grabbing onto one leg, extending the other leg out long and switch for scissors here for 20. Hug the knees into the chest and breathe. Watching for the next move here. This is a bicycle move. Cupping the hands behind the head. Extend one leg out long, bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. Back to center and switch. Keep flowing. Going for 10 on each side. Great job. Hug the knees into the chest and breathe. So you can watch for the next move here. So first option is to do just a regular extension with the legs. Second option is to extend the arms and the legs out, curl the knees into the chest. So if you're in that first variation, bring the hands near the hips, extend the legs out and bring them in. For second variation, hug knees into the chest, extend arms and legs, curl in. Inhale and exhale. Going for 10 here. Great job. Hug the knees into the chest and breathe. And we'll go back to that spiraling motion. So bringing the hands near the hips, extending the legs up, spiraling the sky here. And here you can make those spirals a little bit bigger, spiraling out and spiraling in. One more time like this. Nice massage for the low back. And then hug the knees into the chest. Let's bring the soles of the feet down. So here we have 2 options. First option is bridge, which looks like this. And second option, if wheel is in your practice, you can come into wheel. So let's do this together. Bridge, knees bent, soles of the feet down, hands near the hips. Curling the hips up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, releasing back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Doing this with your breath. And if wheel is in your practice, coming into wheel. Great job. Hug the knees into the chest and breathe. So you can watch for the next move here. For this next move, I invite one to bring their strap or their scarf here. So let's try this together. So from here, both knees are bent, soles of the feet on the ground, lifting up the right foot, bringing the scarf or the strap to the ball of the right foot, extending it up towards the sky, over the hip, and then bringing some gentle pressure down. Breathing here for single leg stretch. And from here, coming into reclining pigeon, so bending into that knee, bringing the right ankle above the left knee, and externally rotating that right knee out towards the right. And this may be enough for you today. If you'd like more, you can lift that left knee up to thread the hands through for reclining pigeon. And breathe. Breathing into any sensation in the hips here. Releasing that sole of the foot down, bringing both soles of the feet down to the ground, knees bent. And we'll go to the other side here. So lifting up the left foot towards the sky. So now going to single leg stretch with the strap or the scarf on the left side. Bringing that foot towards the sky. Trying to align it right over the hip. And bringing some gentle pressure down. And breathe. And now setting up for reclining pigeon on the other side. Breathing into sensation in this hip or glute. Trying to bring the breath into the area of sensation. Allow it to release. And if you don't quite feel this, you can maybe rock gently from side to side and see where the stretch is. Releasing both feet down to the ground. Let's bring the soles of the feet down. Modified happy baby. Lifting one knee up towards the shoulder, bringing one hand to the inner ankle, and then doing that on the other side. And bringing the knees out wide. And this might be enough for you today. If you'd like more, you can go into full happy baby, so grabbing on big toes or the inner feet and bringing those soles of the feet up towards the sky. Trying to bring the hips and the shoulder blades down to the ground here. And then maybe you'd like to rock from side to side. Maybe blowing some bubbles here. Happy baby. Moving into temples in the sand, our relaxation pose for this class. Bringing the feet mats distance apart, knees come together. Hugging the arms in towards the chest to try to align the elbows. Turning focus to breathe at the tip of the nose. Softening the muscles of the face, jaw, and scalp. Feeling the back of the head supported on the earth, and allow it to be heavy and relax down. Softening into the chest, feeling the shoulder blades onto the earth, and allowing them to release and relax down. Softening through the belly, allowing the sacrum to be heavy, moving towards the earth, allowing it to release and let go of anything in the body or mind, and imagining that the earth is taking it in and transmuting it. And when you feel ready, hugging the knees into the chest, maybe rocking from side to side. Then you can either rock to one side and come back to seated, or just roll up into a ball, coming back to seated. And here I invite one to come back to that chi ball that we did at the beginning of class. Bringing the hands out in front of the solar plexus. Inhaling to expand the chi ball. Exhale to contract. Doing this with the breath. And here you can imagine this energy center in the body expanding, radiating with strength and confidence, glowing this soft, warm yellow light. And when you're ready, begin contracting this chi ball. Contracting until the hands meet together at prayer in front of the solar plexus. Sealing in all the benefits of this practice in body, mind, and spirit. And bowing the head to the hands. And then releasing the hands back down to the knees. Thank you for joining me for this solar plexus chakra yoga today. I hope you feel more connected to your personal power and confidence. And I'm sending you so much love and so much light. And as always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Namaste.